Welcome back to NB Media and Content. In today's video, I'll be featuring the 2023 Volvo XC60. This particular variant I'm showing you is the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, which is called the Recharge. This is the type of car you should consider if you're looking at things like the BMW X3 and the Mercedes-Benz GLC. It's priced from just over $97,000, excluding on-road costs, and I'll be talking about the car's design, interior features. I'll see how practical it is, its hybrid technology, and then I'm going to take it for a drive. Let's start with a brief overview. The XC60 starts from around $80,000 excluding on-road costs in Australia, and you can get it with two mild hybrid petrol engines. However, as I mentioned, this particular variant I'm showing you is the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, which makes this the third option in the XC60 model lineup. This Recharge variant is available in one equipment level, which is called the Ultimate, and you get a lot of Volvo's optional extras as standard, which I'll go through those items during the tour. And before we start, I'd like to mention Volvo Cars Southern Highlands. They have lent me this XC60 demonstrator to film this showcase for you today. And they also have a professional sales team, stock arriving soon in the near future. If you would like to get in touch with them, I've linked their details in the description below, but for now, let's start with the tour. Let's talk about the design of the XC60. Overall, I think it's a very good looking, handsome SUV. And if we start from the front, we can see the car features full LED front headlights. And as this is an ultimate grade, it features the gloss black radiator grille. And moving towards the side, it features 21-inch 5 double-spoke black diamond wheels. And for an additional $4,000, you can upgrade the wheels to 22 inches. And if we have a look at the window trim and roof rails, they are finished in high gloss black. And lastly, complemented by the tinted rear windows. There's also an option called the Climate Package, which includes headlight cleaning for the main front headlights. Moving towards the back, we have the unique Volvo rear taillight design, which are full LED. It also has a 2,250 kilo brake towing capacity, 750 unbraked, and overall for the exterior there are 9 colours to pick. Only Blackstone is a no-cost option, and this example is finished in Onyx Black, which looks really nice in the flesh. And overall, I think the XC60 is one of the best looking SUVs in this segment, but I'd like to hear your feedback in the comments below. But for now, let's move on to the interior. Okay, first impressions inside the XC60 Recharge. Everything feels very high quality right down to the door slam. The metal finish on the speakers, the soft touch materials on top of the dashboard, the switchgear and controls have a nice weight to them. And I also like this metal aluminium finish around the center and on the center console as well, and this crystal gear selector. Not only you have a clear view of your surroundings, nice raised driving position, it's very easy to get comfortable behind the wheel. The steering offers both tilt and reach adjustment. The seats can also be controlled electronically, and they offer 4-way lumbar support, and overall they are very comfortable. The key features specific to this Recharge model, you get leather accented seats, a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, a panoramic sunroof, and a Bowers & Wilkins stereo. You could also option different leather materials and colours depending on which grade you choose. Okay, moving on to infotainment. It all runs off this portrait-style 9-inch touchscreen display. As you can see, it's a Google-based Android system, which is very easy to use and very intuitive. It also features wired Apple CarPlay, FM, AM, and digital radio, built-in navigation with Google Maps integration, and Hey Google voice command. In terms of safety, it features autonomous emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, with oncoming lane migration, lane centering, recross traffic alerts, adaptive cruise control with steering assist, traffic sign recognition, and a surround view reversing camera with front and rear sensors and a 360 view. Now let's move on to the 12-inch digital display. Using the steering wheel buttons, you can go through the menus and it will show your trip information, fuel status, as well as 2 dials and a Google Map display in the center. It shows you all of the car's vital information, and right ahead of you, the car features a heads-up display, which shows your speed layout, map directions, and the speed limit you should be following. And lastly, moving on to practicality, the doors themselves fit a litre of water, and you have some additional storage from anything else you want to carry. In the centre, some additional storage with a USB-C and a USB-A charging port. And if I open up these lids, that's where you would find the wireless charging pad, a 12-volt socket, and the 2 additional cup holders suitable for smaller bottled water. And lastly, a large glove box, which not only fits a litre of water, you could probably fit 3 or 4 of these in that glove box. So that's the front row taken care of. Now let's move on to the back seat. Okay, the back seats of the XC60 Recharge. I've got plenty of toe room, knee room and headroom. On the B pillars, air conditioning vents, 2 USB-C charging ports, an armrest with 2 large size cup holders and some mat pockets behind the seats. And on the 2 outboard seats, it features ISOFIX points and inbuilt booster seats. So for a family, the XC60 is very suitable for that purpose. The XC60 comes with an automatic power tailgate as standard, revealing 468 litres of capacity, which is actually bigger than its main competitor, the Mercedes-Benz GLC. And as we can see, it's got a nice wide opening, a nice flat floor, making it easy to load items in. Because this Recharge variant comes standard with air suspension, you can raise and lower the rear tailgate, making it easier to load up items. You could also quite easily fold the seats down if you require additional storage. And lastly, looking around, there's a 12-volt socket, 2 top tether points and storage for the charging cable. Before we take the car up for a drive, let's talk about the specifications. The powertrain featured in the XC60 Recharge is a twin-charged 2-litre petrol 4-cylinder with a rear-mounted electric motor. It's all driven by an 8-speed Geartronic transmission, Volvo's in-house built CVT, and all-wheel drive. Combined with the petrol and electric motor, it produces 340 kilowatts and 709 newton meters of torque. Now moving on to the electric specifications, I've laid out all of the information on the screen. However, I'll run you through the basics. It features an 18.8 kilowatt battery and it can accept a 3.7 kilowatt charge. As a result, it will take 4 to 6 hours to fully charge using a dedicated wall box or fast charger, or around double using the regular 240 volt 3-pin wall outlet. As a result, Volvo claims this car will achieve 77 kilometers of pure electric driving and a fuel consumption reading of 1.6 litres per 100 kilometers. Now let's take it for a drive. Okay, what is the XC60 Recharge like to drive? As you can see with the camera quality, the car is very smooth on the road. I'm currently driving in electric mode, and the first thing I've noticed, the cabin is really well insulated. I can barely hear anything outside. It is also a very easy car to drive. The steering is very light, you can literally turn it with your finger, and that makes the XC60 very easy to park and maneuver around town. The XC60 Recharge also comes standard with air suspension, so you can barely feel any potholes on the road, and that helps with the car's stability as well. And I've got a clear view of my surroundings, great visibility up front, large wing mirrors and plenty of visibility at the back and big large side windows. When you're out on the open road, the car has effortless performance. This car will actually achieve a 0 to 100 time in 4.9 seconds, combined with the electric and petrol engine. Now that's pretty impressive for a car that weighs over 2 tons. Now moving on to the assistance features, I've just set the car's adaptive cruise control to 90 kilometers and set the distance behind this ute in front of me. So if the car in front slows down, this car will slow down. And it also has the steering assist feature, so if you take most of your fingers off the wheel, you could feel the car steering itself into the lane. It's worth mentioning this is an assistance feature, it's not a full autonomous driving setup. It makes the driving experience very effortless, so you don't really feel tired behind the wheel. The technology isn't distracting, the heads-up display shows me enough information like my speed and the speed I'm meant to be travelling, and anything additional like your map directions. So that's a short drive. What do I think overall about the XC60 Recharge? What's my final verdict on the XC60 Recharge? Overall, I think the design is beautiful, the interior quality is very bespoke, and considering the options this car has combined with the hybrid technology, I think it offers great value for money for a car in this segment. And the Australian market seems to agree with me, as this is still the top selling premium SUV you could buy right now. I hope you like this video. Please like it, subscribe, and I will see you in the next film.